In the weeks leading up to President Donald Trump's inauguration, several Indian students in the US have quit their odd jobs, such as working at restaurants or retail stores, out of fear of deportation. These students who rely on these jobs to cover living expenses are concerned about the potential tightening of immigration policies under the new administration. Although US regulations allow international students on F1 visas to work up to 20 hours a week on campus, many students rely on off-campus work to make ends meet. With the threat of random checks and stricter enforcement, students like Arjun, Neha and Rohan have decided to stop working for now, fearing any violation could jeopardize their future and student visa status. Well, many students are also dealing with emotional stress as well. So this is the impact, of course, that the crisis in the US is currently happening regarding the uncertainty of jobs for immigrants. Let me quickly bring in Brian Thomas for more details on this story. Brian, what effect is the Trump presidency having on Indian students in America?
Well, Uday, definitely, in the lead up to President Donald Trump's inauguration, many Indian students in the U.S. pursuing higher education have quit their off-campus undocumented jobs, fearing deportation due to anticipated stricter immigration policies. Now, these students who rely on work, on such work to cover essential living expense are now facing significant financial and emotional challenges. Even the U.S. also are allowing international students on F1 visas to work up to 20 hours a week on campus. However, to manage the cost of living, many turn to undocumented jobs at restaurants, gas stations or retail stores, and with the new administration now signaling tougher enforcement on immigration violations, students are unwilling to risk their future or jeopardize their visa status. Also, very importantly, for many, the decision to quit work has created a financial crunch. Also, there have been many students who are admitting to rely on their roommates for small loans. The uncertainty has also taken a toll on students' mental health, balancing the pressure of FT education loans, limited financial support, and the fear of deportation also has left many overwhelmed as well. Even now, some students are now relying on their savings or support from families in India, though they admit it's not sustainable, and many are hoping to reassess the situation in a few months. But until then, the financial strain and anxiety are remaining constant challenges. And now, as the Trump administration hints at stricter immigration enforcement, the impact on international students is becoming increasingly evident, leaving them in a precarious position also there as they are navigating their education and financial responsibility in a certain environment.
Sanjeev Srivastav, International Affairs expert, is joining us now. Sanjeev, do you believe this uncertainty is a short-term thing, or is it likely to continue for the entire Trump presidency?
No, I think this kind of uncertainties are for short-term in my assessment. And I expect and hope that such kind of very stringent behavior of the Trump administration will not continue. It cannot continue. And such moves are being challenged in the United States of America's courts, and courts are giving very strict verdicts on those rulings. And, constitutional norms cannot be struck down with a signature through a pen. And when these norms were laid out in the U.S. Constitution after a very hard struggle and a very deep experiences of the U.S. democracy. So I think such executive orders will be challenged. And because of such challenges, Trump administration will reconcile to the fact that they cannot go against the constitutional norms. And another point I would like to say that these students, they have been contributing enormously to the building of the United States of America. United States of America is known as the nation of immigrants, and Trump administration must realize the fact that the Indian American community and whosoever came to America from whichever part of the world, they have contributed enormously to the prosperity and glory of the United States of America, what it is today. And if President Trump wants to attain this vision of Make America Great Again, and if he wants to, continue maintaining its preeminent position in the international community, then they will have to take cooperation of the international community, and those who are willing to go to the United States of America, leaving their motherland, and contributing enormously to the U.S. society and economy and whichever sector they are working to. I think all those points should be considered. Yes, I agree that those who are there and are involved in the criminal activities or unlawful activities, they must be, they must be taken a serious consideration. But not that everyone whosoever is there is of that kind of a background, and most of the people are, there for the well-being of their own lives, and also they are contributing in that process to the U.S. society and economy. So I think such realization.
Right. Stay with us. In fact, we're turning now to more news coming in as well this hour. The U.S. Senate has confirmed John Ratcliffe as CIA director after the Senate confirmed his